line, and right now he's watching the offense, and he's thankful that Andrew Harris has put back-to-back runs together, because no matter how this drive ends, at least now the Lions can punt.
So Harris with runs of 8 and 7. And now a little hitch to Shaq Murray-Lawrence, the speedster. And he's up near the 24. Pulled down by Alex Hall, gain of 9.
You know, Travis Lulay is able to exercise some demons from his injury, in that he starts the season in Ottawa. That was one he got out of the way. That's where he was hurt. Last week he fumbled and had to scramble around for the ball. Got rid of that demon, and now he's playing in rain.
2nd and 1. And Harris will move the chains once again. Since the start of the 4th quarter last week, Travis Lulay is now 17 of 20 for 209 yards and 4 touchdowns.
Well, I saw him throw the football into some small windows, manufacture throws when he was off balance and getting hit. It looked like the Travis Lulay of 2011.
Got an issue here, though. A flag flies as Thomas Cesare, the headlinesman.
Procedure. BC number 88. 5-yard penalty. Repeat first down.
Spotted AC Leonard moving prematurely. Been too many of those this year, but there's a guy in his first game. We'll give him one. But that's all we're giving him.
Way too many offside and legal procedure calls this year. But all the coaches, you talk them across the league, they're working hard on it.
1st and 15. Receivers. Lulay looks one way, now the other. And there's the hero from last week, Manny Arsenault, with the catch in front of the newcomer, Jeff Tisdale, on the corner for the Roughriders.
The other thing about legal procedure for the visiting team at Mosaic Stadium is that the crowd almost causes you to lose the snap count. If your offense is trying to call that snap count on the line and they turn up the volume here at Mosaic Stadium, you can lose the snap count and then you can be drawn offside.
Just 4 for Arsenault, so 2nd and long. Again, 5 receivers out. Lulay under pressure, throws it away, and a flag flies. Heat was on. Derek Walker led the charge.
Lulay made the decision quickly to throw that football away. Flag is behind Lulay. I'm wondering if Walker could have avoided contact.
Holding. BC number 57. That penalty is declined. 3rd down.
The left tackle, Tommy Draheim. So the punt team comes on for BC, but a couple of valuable first downs before they have to change possession.
I just mentioned Walker, and it was a good tackle by Walker on this play. After he throws it out of bounds, he just continued through, tackled him around the waist.
Richie Leone to kick it away. Tristan Jackson back. Wind shouldn't be much of a factor here. That's a 50-yard punt to Tristan Jackson. On the return, but likely coming back. Jackson trying to outrun Leone, who collars him at the 1. Well, they're ruling he stepped out. And now Jackson's been shaken up. 74-yard return that will be nullified by penalties. And you hope Tristan Jackson's all right. So a couple of penalty flags to sort out here. So we will take a break and be right back to Mosaic.
Great return here by Tristan. Jackson's coming back because of a penalty. Just to the left of your screen here, Kwasi Antwi right here, number 45 on Hoffman Ellis, is going to give him a shove right in the back, right at the point of attack, and now at the end of the play, there's a horse collar tackle here by Richie Leone, and it looks like it may have injured Tristan Jackson, and that was called as well.
That's one of the reasons that is an illegal tackle, because it can cause injury. Good to see that Jackson is making his way to the sidelines under his own power. The longest punt return for the Roughriders this year is 12 yards, so that's the first real breakthrough on the teams, and it gets called back. And there may be another injury in that Roughrider secondary that will have to be dealt with. We'll see if Tristan Jackson's able to return. So after the penalties offset, it's first down Saskatchewan at their 40. As we tick down to 2.5 minutes remaining here in the first quarter. Play action fake to Allen. And Glenn steps up across the 45 before he takes a hit. Gets 6 and no flags, although the referees here try to call for one up in the stands.
We better get out there right.
Here's Lee Jones.
Thanks a lot, Chris. Right now, trainers are currently looking at Tristan Jackson just on the edge of the bench. They're looking at his ankle. No word on what he'll return. If he doesn't return, it's really going to affect not just special teams, but defense, of course, as he plays wide side corner. Matt Webster is likely going to have to come in as a result. Guys, it's also starting to pick up as far as the rain is concerned. The wind isn't bad. It's not like the monsoon it was in Ottawa, but it's getting really slippery up here. Something to watch for as far as fumbles are concerned.
Here's the pitch to Messam on 2nd and 4. He'll get stopped short. And another 2 and out for Saskatchewan. Cord Parks moved up to take down the big running back.
Yeah, not a bad call to Jerome Messam, 2nd and 4 when he's been playing the way he's been playing. I mean, Jerome Messam averages almost 8 yards a carry after 3 games. You're averaging 8 yards a carry. It's a pretty good call to go on 2nd and 4 to your big back. But the Lions defense respond.
3rd consecutive punt in this first quarter for Saskatchewan. Shorter kick, and Tillman dropped it, picked it up at the 24, and he is tackled immediately. Brought down on the play by Tyree Hollins after a 39-yard punt. Let's check back in with Lee Jones.
Yeah, thanks a lot, Chris. We heard earlier in the week on Tuesday, of course, Corey Chamberlain striking back at his critics in the media. He told me yesterday that this is probably the loudest he's heard fans' discontent since he joined the team as a head coach in 2012. Now, he's not panicking, feeling the only thing is that they're not going to be 15-3 now because they've lost, or 16-2 because they've lost 3 straight games, but he feels the team is still together. In fact, Tyrone Brackenridge, talking to him yesterday, he says there isn't a better man to lead this team than head coach Corey Chamberlain.
Here's Lule again as it opens up on that play action fake to Harris. Not sure if we'll get a steady diet of it, but it's been effective.
He gets outside again. Corey Chamberlain's feeling the heat this week, and as we mentioned, didn't have a problem just saying it like it is and how he felt, basically saying he didn't care that the fans were upset. That was not his focus.
Needs his defense to be better. 11 for Lule, and now out of a double tight end formation. First down up at the 35. And it's Harris again, bumps it outside, gets the edge, and he'll get escorted into the Roughrider bench at the 45. And that should be another first down.
Some of the fans, however, felt that was a little disrespectful because Corey Chamberlain is in charge of the defense, and the defense in Saskatchewan after 3 games is just not playing up to the standard that is expected. And you take a look at a lot of those most important categories in football. Saskatchewan last on defense. They can't seem to get the big stop they need, and they can't get the pressure they need up front from guys like John Chick, at least not yet.
First down's 10-1 in favor of the Lions here in the opening quarter. Lule with a flag down, throws, and it's complete. Sean Gore the catch at the Roughrider 41-yard line. Jeff Tisdale on the tackle. This one looks like it's coming back. 24 to Gore.
Procedure, BC, no end. 5-yard penalty. Repeat first down. We'll have one more play in the quarter.
So an alignment issue negates that 24-yard pickup.
Mentioned John Chick. You know he's fired up, and he comes hard on this last play. He's going to go head-to-head with fullback Rolly Lambala here. Steps inside to conceal the run lane, twists off that. Is there a little bit late, but John Chick's trying to get it done and get his season on track.
Barring a penalty, the final play of the opening quarter. 1st and 15. Here comes the heat. Dumped off. And Harris hit hard and stays upright. Now they're going to rule him down. That was a big hit by Jeff Knox, who leads the Roughriders in tackle. He's 3rd in the league in that department. End of a quarter of football here at Mosaic. Visitors looking for us last week. The first quarter statistically not close.
Lions went with tempo offense in their first series and got things going. That's how they started to get this game, so they can control the ball. And when you look at time of possession, first downs, and offensive plays, that tells the story of the first quarter.
BC slow starting against Ottawa, slow starting last week. Travis Lulay said, we got to start the way we finished against the Roughriders, and they've done it.
Yeah, I don't think you can really carry momentum from one game to the next, but if you can pick up and try and get back in that groove as quickly as possible, one way to do that is with the tempo offense and calling plays on the line of scrimmage and maybe keeping that Saskatchewan defense in real vanilla type coverages.
Rain continues to fall. Second quarter begins. 2nd and 12 for BC. Harris releases. There's a little swing pass to 33, and that's contained. Terrell Mays is there to make the quick stop, and the Roughriders will get the ball back.
Well, Harris has been a focal point for BC, and meanwhile Saskatchewan and their defense finally get off the field. Talked all week about trying to generate more turnovers.
Tristan Jackson on the sidelines, and Weston Dressler will drop back to accept this punt from Leone. Good boot. And Dressler watches it bounce into the end zone. All the way through the end zone for a long rouge and an 8-0 BC lead. An 83-yard punt by Leone as we return to the sidelines here against Lee.
Tristan Jackson currently sitting with a jacket on the bench. He has an ice pack on his right ankle, top of the foot. He is going to be reevaluated at halftime. He tried to put pressure on it several times with the trainers watching and was in extreme pain. So for now, he is out, guys.
More adjustments for that defense of Corey Chamberlain's.
Weldon Brown last week. Looks like Tristan Jackson early in this game.
See if Kevin Glenn can get this offense going as Anthony Allen takes the handoff. Averaging 7.4 yards a carry this season so far.
Well, we've talked about the run game, and that's been positive in Saskatchewan. Dressler last week in the first quarter was huge. He had 100 yards in the first 11 minutes of that game. And I know it's raining, tougher to throw the ball. But Dressler's been kind of quiet early here.
Mentioned Getzlaff, 1 catch last week. Rob Bagg was not targeted in the game last week in Vancouver. Crosser here, and a heavy hit as S.J. Adara has his first rider catch. The former BC Lion hung on under duress.
He paid the price too. Short crossing route. Those short crossers in a zone defensive look. TJ Lee and Solomon Elamimian stepped up.
Heavy 6-3.
So it's a first down for the Roughriders at their 45. 3 receivers short side of the field, look the other way. There's another former Lion, Corey Williams. A catch and another first down.
Basically ISO'd Corey Williams to the wide side of the field by himself, and Ronnie Yell is going to take an outside leverage, an outside shoulder. That opens up the slant to him. Throw and catch by Kevin Glenn.
Going to get a measurement here to determine whether or not it is first down yardage.
But Kevin Glenn has done about all he can do to generate the first win for Saskatchewan over 3 weeks.
Couple chain links left to go. Well, they're 0-3, and they have led in the fourth quarter of all 3 games. And they've rolled up some yardage with Kevin Glenn.
Averaging over 500 yards of offense, net offense per game, and 0-3.
So Brett Smith comes in with the short yardage group. Backup quarterback from West Salem, Oregon, and a kid who grew up following the career of a guy who would become his idol, Travis Lule. Well, they're going to call the sweep to Bagg. He'll get the first down, and a flag comes down as Bagg ducks into BC territory at the 47. Would be an 8-yard pickup, but looks like this may be coming back.
Corey Chamberlain talked about the penalties with his offensive line yesterday.
Holding. Saskatchewan. 10-yard penalty. Repeat second down.
No number given. We believe it was Corey Watman who came in as part of the jumbo offense. But they go from 2nd and inches in a virtual free play to now 2nd and 10.
You're right, Watman was in at tight end, and it looked like he's working on Adam Bighill right here and grabs him around the shoulder pad area in the front, doesn't allow him to flow to the football.
Costly penalty makes it 2nd and long. Glenn stands in, fires, Messam, cut down across the middle by Alex Hoffman-Ellis.
I asked Corey Chamberlain about the penalties on his O-line. The O-line has had 14 penalties in the last 3 games, and some from the veterans like Chris Best and Brendan Labatt. And he said, you know, penalties have really taken away our chance to put teams away. They have that 11-point lead. They've had touchdowns taken off the board in back-to-back games because of penalties on the O-line.
Well, it just snuffed momentum here, and the 4th consecutive punt for the Roughriders tonight. Early, and a 35-yard punt. They're going to call a 15-yard no yards on Tyree Hollins, the newcomer, and that will enhance the field position for Travis Lule, coming off his 2nd career 400-yard passing game, and with an 8-0 lead here at Mosaic. Week 4 wraps up tomorrow. Blue Bombers Stampeders action begins 7 Eastern, 4 Pacific on TSN from McMahon. Both teams coming off wins last week. Lions trying to follow up on their win. This is their best field position start of the night at their own 38. Lule going to take a shot and overthrows the intended target. Michael Carter back there in coverage. Courtney Taylor, the intended target.
They've tried. First play of the game, Travis Lule tried to throw a corner route, just missed him. And that was a deep post seam route and just missed him again. But you'd love to have Courtney Taylor back, who could open some lanes up, get down those seams.
He was top 5 in the league when hurt last year. His season ended after 11 games. 2nd down, and a big possible conversion here as Andrew Harris drags tacklers for 9, and that gives Jeff Tedford a decision on 3rd and 1.
Tyron Brackenridge, that patented blitz. You don't see him in your screen yet, but he's coming this way with a rotation back to the middle. And that rotation opens up If Dowdy doesn't make the tackle here in the middle, there's no one behind him to help out. It's a late reaction, and he gets blocked up pretty good.
So it is 3rd and 1. The short yardage team comes on. John Jennings, who was so impressive in training camp, was with the Riders at training camp last year. 3rd and 1, and Jennings runs into Knox, and I'm not sure.
I don't
not
think
much
so.
There.
It doesn't look like he got it. A late flag. Late flag.
Boy, Jeff Knox has been a presence early this season for Saskatchewan. How's this flag going to impact things? Does that come after the play is over? Of course, the game turned in the final minute last week on an unsuccessful 3rd down sneak. Short.
The flag came after the play was over. Then it's Saskatchewan ball. They just may lose yardage.
Play, major foul, unnecessary roughness, Saskatchewan number 12. It'll be 15-yard penalty, but it'll be Saskatchewan 1st down.
There you go. There's your explanation. Tom Valesi. It didn't look like the Lions were close to that 1st down marker. Knox stepped up in there. Dowdy was there. Tisdale from behind, pulling Jennings backwards.
No 12 on the field, and I'm presuming it's Tisdale that is going to be flag grabbing the collar.
It may be the horse collar after the play was blown dead.
But a turnover, Rough Rider football near midfield, and Anthony Allen off the left side, 2nd level, and back into BC territory. 19 for Anthony Allen.
Boy, you take a look at these two tailbacks. The run game has been that positive. Jerome Messam and Anthony Allen both on pace for 1,000-yard seasons, and it's been a while since that's happened in the Canadian Football League.
And it's been an issue for the Lions on defense against the run. Last in the league in yardage surrendered on the ground. Messam in, he takes the pitch. Going to try and pound it, and Solomon Elamimian is there.
Both on pace for 1,000 yards.
And BC Lion fans would be interested to know the only time, or the last time, 2 running backs did that was 1974.
Lou Harris
and Monroe Ely. So that's going back. Ottawa had a couple. Damon Allen and Reggie Barnes do it in 91. A quarterback and a running back. 3 there for Messam, 2nd and 7. Pressure coming, but Glenn stands in and then throws away. Incomplete, nobody open. Rob Bagg and Getzlaff in the vicinity, and it will be 3rd down.
A couple times now on 2nd down, Glenn has had time to throw.